from the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Take the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
This is Irving on 2nd. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
A bit more of a team effort last week, Kate. He played a smaller role than he normally does, certainly when they win. Yeah, that carry, one small step toward a rebound performance for him.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Well, once we saw them on the collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
To the line they go. It's 2nd down. Baker now. He gets it away, but almost no power behind it. It's incomplete. And now it's 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. And send a receiver left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! And in, touchdown Tampa Bay!
Complete to Ted Hurst. Touchdown Tampa Bay.
On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. It was 1st down Detroit. Working quickly here.
That's good. For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off play action, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap. And that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Throwing on 2nd. Goff has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. Met there, and the contact takes him to the sideline. It's going to be about a 22-yard gain. And that's going to give the Lions the 1st down.
This guy played some beautiful music despite the loss last week, Kate, and it appears that instrument is still in tune now. Well, now he'd like the whole rest of the orchestra, the team, to come around him, because stats are one thing, but you're measured in this league, bottom line, by wins.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Plenty of volume last week in the run game. They tried. There just was not much execution, and unfortunately no victory to go along with it. Got to find explosive run plays in today's NFL, and they're going to be searching for them today.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Goff to the air now. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. He's off to the races. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no thought to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
The kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gaining limited to a couple. And those are the hurry up here.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Off to pass now on 2nd down. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing is gone. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. There goes that man once again, Brock. Once again, able to get better the QB. 3rd pick for him already this season.
I don't know when these QBs are going to learn. This is not the kind of guy you pick on. Throw it somewhere else.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Baker. Taking a deep shot here. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Lucky to still have this football, Brock. Now let's see if they can come through on 3rd down. Mayfield will look to throw. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Riley Dixon, the one to kick it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 17-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Looking to throw. Goff. And this one is launched downfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline and try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
We give to Irving to start this drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mayfield. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Tampa with a huge play there. 36 yards.
Down, Buccaneers.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff headed right. Irving. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. The Buccaneers leading so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Here's Baker to throw. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right half. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Big strike here to Williams. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Rush coming off the edge, and they broke it!
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So 1st down from the 41. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And that will set up a Bucs 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
driving, gets it on the draw. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? They get it behind the line. That's going to bring up second down. Oh, man, that was like a feeding frenzy out there, Brock. Draw play against the blitz. Defenders just rushing over each other to be the one to sit him down.
That is a total boom or bust call. If you can run by those blitzers, great. But if they got those...
Breaks through and breaks away. This hit finally forced out of bounds after a gain of about 27 on the play. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Hey, 133. 180.
From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton, number 5 for him this season. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Now Goff. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and 15.
Goff on second down. Hits him on the in route. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. It's only 2 on the pickup, and they remain 2 yards shy as it brings up 4.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. Goff. Throw caught by his running back. Finishes with a gain of 10 there. That means he's staying out there. They convert on 4. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Goff setting to throw. And it was a big play for a moment, but he can't keep control of it through that hit. It's incomplete. That brings us to 3rd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third and long for him here. It's to Williams over the middle. And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And again, the decision to go for it's a good one as they convert on fourth down a second time in this series.
Gain of 3 yards.
A dose of the hurry-up offense
And the
here.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. They're working a couple of yards past the line. Kenny Moore there to make the stop. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Ford Field on its way. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Goff. Firing quick, but he is still hit as he let that one go. Good work by the defender affecting that pass. It's going to bring around 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. 4th down, Goff throwing. Throw is caught by the back. Toward the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Jacobs, the 90th touchdown of his NFL career. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him or check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Fox now to kick this one away. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's your best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Mayfield set to pass. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Detroit. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Bates now for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. They cut the lead to 4. Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Running with Irving again on 2nd. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up on their own 44.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and a lone yard coming up. That one's out and cut on the right side. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To throw is Mayfield. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's all to the ground. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Now Mayfield on 2nd down. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Tez Johnson, his intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's complete to Hurst outright. And he's going to be out of bounds near that marker. That brings up 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. And looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Goff back to throw. Finds his man over the middle. Oh, this big guy is moving. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Lions. Sam Laporta, the second score that he has brought in this season. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Irvin on the inside give. This is ahead for about 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now motion him out of the backfield. 3rd and short. Mayfield. Completed to his running back. Out of bounds he goes, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that was good for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield will look to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Gain of 12. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. To throw, Mayfield. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Hits his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, give him about 15 before he did so. And that will set up a Bucs 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. All right, so trailing right now. Looking up at the scoreboard, Brock. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Keely Ringo making the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's good to Godwin. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
We just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Motion the tight end over. From the red zone now. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ted Hurst. Number 2 in this game for him. That's 12 now on the season. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. They jump ahead by 4.
Buccaneers 31. Lions 27. Chase McLaughlin.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. When you standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, hey, all the hot girls yelling.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Jacobs. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd. Goff got a lot behind this one. Downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he is stopped. They get to him. Inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Pacheco is in for the Detroit touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. Lead now up to a field goal.
34. Buccaneers 31. Jet Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Once again, Irving. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that is good for a Buccaneer first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He got him the first. Now Irving on first. He's under just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Time runs out before we can get another snap here in this 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Back now for our final quarter. Man, they're staring down a 2nd and 8. Now here's Mayfield. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag go down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack? A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Baker now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd of the year.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
34. Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Give to Jacobs from the pistol. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Long story, it's a lot. Now my circle's so small that it's closer to a dot. They thought I was repping Grape Street. I'm turning up.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Going run again with Jacobs. And it's just going to be a modest gain of about 4, but that is still enough to pick up the first down for him.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Running left with Pacheco. And he's hauled down just beyond the line. That's all they needed, just a single yard for that first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for our Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Smith on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
The tackle by Benjamin Morrison. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Off to the air now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. The rookie out of Miami with the pick. Boy, when you're having the type of season he's been having, Brock, football almost looks like it's finding him. That's another INT.
You got a nickname for him then?
What you got?
Magnet? You want to go Magnet?
Love it. Let's go. Give to Irving to start this drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. They did it! He made the interception! Keely Ringo picks it off! And the Lions have some new life in the 4th!
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Goff setting to throw. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Buccaneers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, the pick came in one end zone. I think for a while there, Kate, it looked like it was going to finish in the other end zone. They don't get the points. But boy, did they get a whole bunch of momentum after an outstanding return right there in enemy territory.
On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing out to the left. Go! And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Buccaneers holding a 4-point lead. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here's Baker. That's complete downfield to Godwin. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that is good for a Tampa Bay 1st down. Irving gets it on the draw. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Running back motions right. They're going to pass it here. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. They look to throw it. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that? Dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
17-yard line.
A 2nd down throw from Goff. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing now. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. Hit there and he's 4 steps. In about 15 before it. It's going to be a Lions 1st down.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And what a play downfield to break up that throw. It's going to be 2nd down. Continuing to throw it despite the game he's had, Brock. Coaches obviously still have faith in him despite all these interceptions.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's faith. And it's also like a sense of belief that, and they know, these coaches know, that this is where you've got to work through it. Not on the practice field, but in what gets really tough right here in game action.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Only 1 yard on that last completion. 9 still to go on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row.